Namaskaram. Hope all of you had a good Ekadashi today, and many of you might have fasted. And this is the time to break the fast if you are in India. So, I wanted to share my experience of Ekadashi today. So, I spent a lot of time doing sadhana, and today I just finished attempting 108 Surya Shaktis, and it was really difficult for me today. I somehow managed to pull through it. The last 20 cycles or so, I felt like to stop, and somehow I just continued. I don't know how I finished it, but it was quite difficult. So I realized it was a realization how important is food, and to have some gratitude towards that, because it was quite difficult. Usually last few days it was quite easy, but today it was difficult. So I also took more time to finish. Instead of 54 minutes, I think I took about 56 or 58, 57 minutes. So it took me more time as well. And last few cycles, it was like, I had kind of little bit lost balance, like as if you're drunk, you don't know what's happening. So it was like that. But somehow it's great that I could manage to still keep up the commitment and finish it in spite of being Ekadashi. So it feels really good. I'm looking forward to break the fast now. Really hungry. So some of you were asking about what are the benefits of doing Surya Shakti. So of doing 108 cycles of Surya Shakti. So I would say that I would hold that for some time until I am able to do this consistently, because I've just done this for a few days. So I don't want to delve more into the benefits right now, but a few things which I noticed in the last few weeks of practice, which is one thing is that energy levels have increased tremendously. Second is appetite has also increased. I am usually, in terms of food, I was not able to increase my appetite from a long time, but I think from last few days feeling quite hungry, so I'm eating a little more. So probably these are the first two things which I could notice. And yes, definitely. Also, one more thing which I noticed is that sometimes after a meal, especially the morning meal, if it was a little heavy, used to feel a little down. That okay, feels like time to take some rest. But now, even if I want to, that period is not there. You don't feel, how much ever I'm having, there's no feeling of low energy level or something like that for some time. It feels like the energy levels remain same throughout the day, and irrespective of how much ever I'm having, don't feel that low in energy, in terms of energy levels. So energy levels have increased tremendously. So I'd wait and see for a few more weeks and see what more benefits in terms of other aspects. But right now these are the few things. And also most important thing, it feels more than anything else for me, the main reason why I wanted to start this was just to establish that commitment aspect, because just to do something on a consistent basis, and to do it without a break, and to keep stretching yourself physically and in all other dimensions, this itself is like, it gives you a huge fillip. You feel so good about doing this. So it was a long time since I took up something as like a mandala and with some commitment. So I thought this would be a good way to come back and start the new year with this particular thing of doing something regularly and consistently. So that feels really good, that once you set yourself to do something and you feel that you're able to do that consistently, that's something which can lead to a real good feeling. And I think many of us struggle with this aspect, that we start something and then after that, after a few days or after a few weeks, we feel like giving it up. And then again, someone inspires us and again we feel like starting. So this start-stop problem is one of the most common problems for most people, especially on the path of sadhana. Not just on sadhana, for anything in which they have to stretch themselves physically or any other way, people always have this start-stop problem. So one simple way to break this is to just commit yourself. It's like, the commitment is so strong that whatever happens, you somehow have to do it. If it's difficult for you, just say, I won't eat if I don't do this. So if that happens, then suddenly you will feel a huge sense of freedom within you, and you will see that many things which you were struggling to break within yourself, that happens so effortlessly. So just to establish this aspect, something as simple as this can be a support. So don't want to take much time of yours. Have a good meal. Happy Ekadashi meal, and we'll talk later. Namaskaram.